No, those are good questions. What's important for ADYEN is to have a merchant base which fits us. And our merchant base is the merchant base which looks for functionality. And if you say, how do you know for so sure that all volume will come back from those merchants? I look at it differently. I say, what's the addressable market? And do we have a compelling offering? Then I say, yes, I think we'll grow in this market. So that's how we look at that.
Yeah, and maybe on the building blocks for growth, you mentioned e-commerce growth overall. In the end, of course, it is important how our customers grow, but typically our growth has come from gaining wallet share from those customers. Right? We onboard new customers in any given year, and then over time, as we show our service levels, we grow wallet share with them. So there is a component that's to our growth, which is based on the kind of organic growth rate, but there's also a big part of our growth which comes from starting small with the customer, proving your performance, showing that your functionality creates differentiation for them, and then growing wallet share over time. And that's a trend that we see across each of the pillars that we have. So whether that's a digital customer where it's maybe easiest to start, or it's unified commerce where you may start with a country or even a couple of stores and show your performance and grow, or on the platform side where platforms are really just getting started embedding payments, and we really think that's the direction that especially SMB payments will go. And then on top of that, of course, we have the embedded financial product offering, which will take time for sure, but also is exciting and is an additional place where we can help platform customers especially grow with their own customer base. And then lastly on margin progression. So I think the key point for us here is that we've tried to give a bit of information around how fast we want to grow the team. What we said at the end of last year was we tried to grow the team in a similar absolute basis to last year. Well, we've, in the first half, grown at a pretty similar rate. So 550 people. It's close to the half of the 1,200 or so that we hired last year. We plan to grow in a pretty similar way also in the second half year. Of course, we need to find the right people. We need to be sure that the roles that we have open are the right ones that will make the difference for us. But we are planning to hire in the second half year at a similar rate. And then, of course, into the next year, we plan to slow that down by quite a bit. And I've said it before on the call, but there will be some trailing impact to when people join the company and when their costs are fully in the number. But we expect to get quite quickly back to the operating leverage that we feel is really inherent to the model given that single tech stack.